Hello and welcome to another update video about Natgas. So this is the Natgas futures chart. There is not much more to add to yesterday's video. However, we're going to tidy up the chart a bit, try to explain a few things and highlight the key invalidation points. So for the current long setup, which we have on the chart here, the invalidation point is pretty clear. That's actually the low. Right, so below 195, this sort of 1-2 setup that we identified, which is an Elliott wave setup, which indicates further upside really. This gets officially invalidated by below 195. Now that's pretty straightforward. Is it very helpful? In my opinion, not. I'm usually watching for the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level, which is at $2.02. Yeah, so below that level, if you see any sustained break below the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement, that is typically a good warning that invalidation will happen. So in this 1-2 setup, further upside is currently preferred as long as we're holding support. That upside would be within a C wave of a wave 4. Again, not much has happened to previous videos. If you've been watching the previous updates, you will know that we are waiting here for a wave 4 to finish. And first of all, the wave C needs to play out. So current interpretation is that, let me zoom out a bit, that in this fourth wave, and internet is a bit slow, but in this fourth wave, we completed an A wave here in March, early March. We came down in a B wave, slightly overshooting to the downside. And B wave does that often, especially in a wave 4. Overshooting to the downside in a so-called expanded or a running flat pattern. And in this case, I would expect an expanded flat, which means that the C wave here is going to be longer than the A wave, with a high likelihood at the moment. This is a possible setup to trade here, the C wave, okay? Eventually, I would expect this move up in a C wave to reach at least 320, but bear in mind the $2.02 level needs to hold. Now, if we now look at the micro level here, unfortunately, Natgas continues its boring sideways move. The difference to what we had here before is that we're not coming from a position of a downtrend short term. We're moving where we moved up in quite a dynamic way, quite a bit actually. I mean, we moved up here 22% in a few days, and that is quite a difference. That's quite noteworthy. And after that, it moved to a new, new price range basically here on the micro level, and is now consolidating on a pretty high level. That's at least partially, you could say, promising for further trend continuation to the upside. We drew this sort of corrective price channel. Well, it broke above that now, but I'll take that off. It doesn't seem to rally impulsively yet. Had a nice spike here. That was all sold off again. And overall, there is not much more to add to yesterday's video. There are a few possible interpretations here on the micro level. To really confirm that a low has been made, we need to see further price action that goes above the previous 238 high of the 19th of April. However, we can currently assume a low has been made due to the 5-wave move up here. A corrective move down, we're currently holding support, but it's a very, very early days. It can still break down due to the choppy price action here. Now, it could be that we had an ABC structure complete here and bottomed here in a wave 2 on the 20th of April. However, we would now need to rally impulsively. So far, it failed to do that. This here is terrible corrective price action. So what's the alternative? The alternative is that wave 2. The first alternative is, of course, we are making another low. But at the moment, we're holding support. So we're currently looking for possible alternatives here on the shorter time frame, bullish alternatives basically. So at least short term. Let me just move that across, because eventually after this fourth wave here, another fifth wave to the downside would be anticipated. Now on the micro level, If we say, okay, we rallied in a wave 1, had our ABC structure here, well, you know, there's nothing that would stop this chart from doing this. A wave, that this was not the wave 2 low, but just an A wave, because the retracement was quite shallow. This choppy price action here, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this is just sort of a B wave, and we're now coming down in 5 waves in a C wave, and would reset this wave 2 a little lower. Bear in mind, it can use the entire orange box, okay? Can use the entire orange box for this particular scenario. So it shouldn't surprise anyone if Natgas goes a little lower, maybe all the way down to $2.08, which is the golden ratio, or $2.02, and finds a reversal there. Bear in mind, below $2.02, that's the pivot between new lows and a rally to at least $3.20. So hope that's clear. That's the futures chart. Let's look at the spot market as well. Again, similar story here. It's really just a different price range we talk about. Let me open that first. Yeah, and here it's a very, very similar story. Yeah, price moves up, yes, but in a very, very corrective fashion. First of all, let me delete here the resistance and support levels, so trend lines. Yeah, similar story. I mean, also here we could say we came down not in a wave 2, but just in an A wave. The choppy move up here was so far only in 3 waves, could be a B wave, and a move down in a C wave is very much possible. But bear in mind, that's all part of the same scenario. Here on the spot chart, Natgas needs to hold 197. A drop below that level would make further upside unlikely, and we would continue the downtrend that Natgas has been in for the last few weeks and months. So here it's really crucial to hold 197. In my opinion, confirmation that we have bottomed here in a wave 2 already would be a break above the 234 level, and at least we have some confirmation. But the move to the upside here, it just smells like a B wave. Yeah, B waves are extremely difficult. I often say B is for bastard. They're the worst waves we have in Elliott wave. You know, they're the B waves are so diverse, they can basically do, well, I wouldn't say anything, but they're extremely difficult. That's why it's often recommended in Elliott wave not to trade B waves, you know, and to know that you are in a B wave. At least the potential is there due to the choppy price action to the upside. So it would need, for me, you know, to confirm we have really bottomed, it would need a break above 234. And then bear in mind that confirmation isn't certainty. It's still all probabilistic. But also here, move up, yeah. Now consolidation, you could even argue that this looks a bit like a so-called bullish pennant maybe. I mean, yeah, price action looks corrective, but still there's nothing stopping it to break to the upside. And overall, as long as 197 is holding, I would say upside is preferred, but bear in mind that we don't have a firm confirmation that a low has been made here. There's no impulse to the upside yet. Okay, and that's my update about Natgas. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.